Hey guys, Daniel here from the Hunter Report, and boy do we have a treat for you today. I was lucky enough to get an interview with one of FAM's top stars. We talk about many things, including the fallout from FAM Survival and his plans for the future. Even gets a little bit juicy at the end. Enjoy the video. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest today, he is, in my opinion, the best all-round superstar in FAM today. He is the CyberFaM Champion. He is Cameron Bash.
Those are some nice comments. Thanks, man. Cameron Bash here, FAM Superstar. And what's up?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
No problem. So my first question for you today is taking you back to CyberFaMDay, where you made your fairly triumphant return to FAM. And my question for you is, how did it feel to return at CyberFaMDay and take the CyberFaM Championship away from Devil?
Oh, that moment was a long time coming. As some of you may know, I was originally showing my face around the FAM locker room, getting up to some mischief way back in 2013. And yeah, as a lot of people may know, it didn't really work out for me. This time, I was a lot more calculated. This time, my return to the ring was a lot more planned out, a lot more well thought through. DNA, Death's Notorious Angel, good friend of mine, retrieved Pandora's box for me at Faniversary 3, and that allowed me to come back at CyberFaMDay, pretty much use the prize that was inside of it. And as we all know, Pandora's box, you never know what's going to be inside it. It could be, like for my case, a CyberFaM Championship match. It could be a world title match. It could be a tag title match. You never know what's going to be inside it. I got lucky. I got the CyberFaM Championship, a nice sort of mid-card tier title with a nice mid-card tier champion, someone I know I can go in and deal with pretty straightforwardly. Don't get me wrong, Devil is a tough opponent, but it's someone I know I can handle. And I did that. I went in, I beat him in a hellacious 2 out of 3 falls match. I mean, I've been in quite some matches already in FAM. But yeah, that one was tough. So it felt good overall. It did feel good to come back and take the belt and finally return to the ring. But it was a long time coming, and it was very calculated to finally get to that moment.
And yeah, you were saying that the CyberFaM Championship, is the mid-card title. How does it feel to, I guess, be the figurehead of the mid-card tier in FAM?
I mean, I say mid-card because that's just kind of what everybody will know it as.
Yeah,
Everyone
sort of
will refer
compared
to
to
it.
the world title.
Yeah, compared to the world title, of course. But the thing with FAM is I don't really think we have that high card, mid card, low card sort of stature going on here. I feel like it all nicely blends into one. I don't think there is a big, huge division above another division, which is then above a lower division. I think everything sort of mashes and molds well in together, and you see that with the matches. I mean, you see that with people like Death's Angel, who started at Faniversary simply running in and retrieving a Pandora's box for myself, and then going on to face 2TM at Survival for the world title. Maybe you wouldn't have thought that after seeing his performance at Faniversary, but that's how things ended up working out. And like I said, that's the thing I like about FAM. It just all sort of blends into one.
Yeah. So of course, at CyberFaMDay, the person you beat for the CyberFaM Championship was Devil, and at Survival, after your match, he was that Darren broke the news that Devil was fired. What are your thoughts on that? Did he deserve it?
Did he deserve it? I mean, it's a bit of some just desserts, as you know. Right before the match, Devil fired Dude. So did he deserve it? I mean, I guess he had it coming, but that moment right there where Devil was fired, that just kind of shows you how far the corruption runs in FAM, and you never really know who's going to be at the receiving end of this corruption. You think someone like Devil in betrayal, you know, right under BH's watch, right under BH's wing. You'd think that he's safe from this corruption. You think that he's untouchable, but he lost the match to me, and I guess Darren, Ranik, whoever it may be, thought he was disposable and just got rid of him. So yeah, that right there just it does show you how far the corruption runs, and it can get scary. It shows no one is safe.
Do you think you were saying about the corruption being pretty large in FAM? Do you think this could ever be a problem for people? I guess you could say better known in FAM, for example, BlackHeron.
Um, well, the thing is now with Ranik being back, Ranik is a very unpredictable character, and not a lot of us know a lot about him. He can. I take it he's very dangerous, given Andy, Rom, Guns, BH, given all their history and their sort of reaction to when this guy came back. He definitely seems dangerous. But to the rest of us, what he's capable of, what he's going to do, is pretty unpredictable at this point. And I mean, he's definitely got a grudge against people like Guns, people like Andy, and people like BH. So if Devil's not safe, if someone right under BH's watch isn't safe, then and BH and Ranik are meant to be on a team together, they're meant to be on the same side of things. Then I don't think anybody's safe. You know, I don't think you can rule anybody out as being safe from this guy.
So talking about Ranik, we saw at FAM Survival that Rom was beaten mercilessly at the hands of Ranik. And I have a question for you. Would you ever, if you were given the opportunity, would you ever step in the ring with Ranik?
You've in this industry, you've got to pick your battles. You've got to make sure you're in the right situation at all times. And right now, I've got my own sort of kettle of fish to deal with. I've got my own plans, my own sort of story that I want to tell, and Ranik isn't really a part of that. Now, of course, like I've mentioned before, the corruption runs deep and nobody is safe. So if Ranik does come in my way, then it's something I'm going to have to deal with. But rest assured, I'm not going to be going looking for that man anytime soon, and I hope he wouldn't do the same to me.
That's a wise choice. So going back to FAM Survival, it was a very busy show for you. You had 2 matches on the card. However, there was another match you weren't necessarily in, but you could say someone had their focus on you. William Kingdom, I guess you could say he was calling you out. He showed much more of an aggressive side. Do you think you can handle someone as seemingly ruthless as William Kingdom?
Well, I did see what William Kingdom had to say. I did see him call me out right after an attack on Smack Talks, I believe it was, using the steel chair. And I mean, William Kingdom, I've rest assured, I do have some words for William Kingdom. I have my match coming up in the Money in the Bank tournament real soon, and I will address Kingdom in full at that moment in time. But onto your second part of that question, do I think I can handle someone as seemingly ruthless as Kingdom? I've handled some very ruthless and aggressive men in my career. I've even laid BH out on his back, you know? So, William Kingdom, yes, very aggressive, very ruthless guy, but it's nothing that I'm not going to be able to handle.
Oh, okay. That's some strong words from you there. You mentioned the Money in the Bank tournament. That was announced by Darren after FAM Survival, and there are many tough guys in that tournament. Who do you think in the tournament will be a big threat to you?
Oh, well, the thing is about this tournament, and I kind of feel slightly out of place, being the CyberFaM champion and kind of being around a little bit longer than everybody else. But everybody else in this tournament is a young, hungry guy. There aren't too many people in this tournament who have been around for years and years and years and years and have huge careers established under their belt. These are young, hungry guys who are going to do whatever it takes to get to the top and get to the position they want to be in. And this tournament is the ultimate opportunity for all of them. If they win this tournament, the winner of this tournament is almost guaranteed to become the FAM World Heavyweight Champion. So it's a fantastic opportunity for any of them. Ones that stand out to me, I mean, of course, we've talked about William Kingdom. My first opponent in the tournament, Luke Monet. Both of those guys have experience in those type of matches. As you know, they competed in the Four Kings ladder match for Pandora's Box at Faniversary 3. So they're gearing up for another ladder match, and if they can make it there, they're definitely going to be a big threat. You got guys like Marcus Heraldry and Lance Frisco, two of the newer guys on FAM's block. We've not even seen Heraldry compete in a match yet at this point in time. So yeah, all these guys, lots of young, hungry guys, and they're going to be looking to make a name for themselves. So I'm worried about all of them. I'll be completely honest. I do consider all of them to be a threat. I'm not going to take any of them lightly. Any of them that I run into, I will be focused, and I will make sure that I will be able to deal with them.
So you brought up Heldry. I have a question. Have you seen him train? Because what are we to expect from him?
Oh, Marcus Heraldry is a guy that I have known for many years now. Actually, I've worked with him in the past in other companies before FAM. So yeah, Marcus Heraldry is a guy that I've known about, and I've seen him train, and I've seen him compete in many matches over the year. Whether Marcus Heraldry wins this tournament or not, keep your eyes on that guy. He's very entertaining, very dominant superstar, and like I said, whether he wins or not, I think he's got a bright future ahead of him in FAM, and he's definitely someone that people should take note of.
Fair enough. So earlier on, you were saying about Luke Monet being your first opponent in the Money in the Bank tournament. What are your thoughts on him, and what is your mindset to take on someone who is so technically gifted in the FAM ring?
Well, Luke Monet, as I've already mentioned, great competitor, got a fair bit of experience, especially in that ladder match type of environment. Of course, the matches leading up to the ladder match, the final 1v1 Money in the Bank ladder match, aren't going to be ladder matches, they're just going to be normal matches. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Luke Monet is as gifted and is as talented as anybody else in this tournament. He's someone that I'm not going to take lightly, as with everybody in this tournament. So I'm going to go in focused, I'm going to go in looking for the win, and hopefully that's what I'm going to be able to pull off.
So you were saying about getting the win. Let's imagine you win the entire Money in the Bank tournament, and then you cash it in, and you will become the first ever Cyber FAM and World Heavyweight Champion. How do you feel about that? Would you say that's your goal?
Whew, Cyber FAM Champion and World Heavyweight Champion. That's quite the title. That would be something quite prestigious to become. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if that's going to end up being the case. Yes, the World Heavyweight Championship is 100% my goal here in FAM. That is what I'm aiming for. That is what I'm going for. But I've got some plans for let's just say I've got some plans for the Cyber FAM Championship. And those will become pretty clear pretty soon. So that's all I'll say on that.
Yeah. So at FAM Survival, it was clear that competing in 2 matches took its toll on your body. Very much of an emotional and physical strain. If you have to do it again in FAM Pandora, how will you get past that mentally and physically?
Well, I mean, at FaMDay, I technically competed in 3 matches. I had 2 out of 3 falls. It was the normal match, the submission match, and then the no holds barred match. So that took a toll. And then Survival rolled around, and then I had 2 matches. I had to compete against Devil again in another no holds barred match for the CyberFaM Championship. And then I was in the main event 5-on-5 tag match, where I competed against both Roberto and eliminated him, and then the returning Kill Switch. So, I mean, if you add up, so 3 at CyberFaM Day, and then I guess technically 3 again at Survival, would you say? I mean, I faced Roberto, Killswitch, and Devil. Would you say that was 3 as well?
Yeah, I'd say that's 3.
So that's 3 matches at 2 pay-per-views. Wow, man. I've definitely been the workhorse as of late. If I had to do it again at Pandora, I welcome it. I welcome any challenge. I welcome any sort of test like that. It won't be the first time I've had to compete in multiple matches at one show, obviously, and it probably won't be my last. So if I do have to compete in more than one match at FA and Pandora, it's a challenge that I welcome with open arms.
You mentioned that Killswitch returned at FAM Survival, and it's safe to say that it was a big shock to everyone watching, and a big shock to you. Recently, He was announced. It was announced by Ranik that Killswitch would face Rombuster at Pandora. Do you have anything to say about that match?
Oh, that match, that's one you're gonna want to look out for. I mean, I feel like a lot of people were expecting the Ranik versus Rombuster rematch following Survival, but Ranik declined that challenge, put Killswitch in there, and now we got Killswitch versus Rombuster. I got a feeling that the sort of personal blood match we would have seen between Ranik and Rom is going to be just as equal to the personal level of this match, if not even more. The history between Killswitch and Rombuster, it runs deep in FAM. They've been through many a situation together, from being tag team champions to fighting for control over FAM. They've done it all together, and now it's sort of boiled down to this. Killswitch feels like Rom has betrayed him. I'm sure Rom feels the exact same way about Killswitch. This is a personal one, and it's going to be a very serious one come Pandora.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming for a match of such high prestige.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have the return of Killswitch, and we have longer tenured FAM superstars such as yourself. But as well as that, there are many new faces around the FAM locker room. They seem to pop up fairly often, and they all seem to have a very intense passion, and in my opinion, seemingly more so than some of the longer tenured superstars in FAM. Why do you think that is?
Host should stay professional on this one, but these new guys coming in, as you mentioned, they've got this intense passion because they actually have to come in and earn whatever it is they're going to go after. A lot of these older guys, these guys have been around for many years. They don't have to do anything. I mean, 2TM. I mean, what's the most impressive thing you've seen from that guy over the last few years? Probably not a lot. Same with BH. I'd go as far to say the same with Andy as of late. I mean, he's changed his mind recently. He's become much more of the better guy. But before that, he was doing the exact same thing BH and 2TM do. A lot of these guys who have been here for a longer amount of time, they feel like they earned their spot years ago, and now that still applies to today. I think they're going to find it doesn't. And a lot of these new guys are probably going to show a lot of these older guys who they are and what place they actually belong on the card.
Yeah, do you think that some of these older tenured guys could potentially be kicked off of their throne by some of the new guys?
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely.
What about you, though? Because I'd say that you are fairly long tenured at FAM, and there are many people that are new to FAM that, well, you hold the gold, so they will be coming for you. What is your response to that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've got a target on my back, and in the future, I plan on putting an even bigger target on my back. I plan on going for that world title. So, obviously, I'm going to be filled with targets on my back, and people are definitely going to be coming after me for the gold that I hold. But the difference between me and the difference between people like BH and 2TM currently, I think a lot of people look at me and they'll respect me as their champion because I've earned it. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. So, clearly, at the moment, the Money in the Bank tournament is your mindset. That's what you're focused on. However, I need to ask, what is next for Cameron Bash? What is next for you? Is there anyone in particular on the FAM roster that you would like to see challenge for your CyberFaM Championship?
What is next for Cameron Bash? Well, like as you guys know, I'm in the Money in the Bank tournament. That is where my sights are set right now, and that is what I am. That is what I am aiming for. I'm aiming for the Money in the Bank contract, and then I am ultimately aiming for that World Heavyweight Championship. That is very clear, I think, and that is what I'm going for. As far as the CyberFaM Championship goes, I won't say too much, but I'll say one name. And I'll leave it at that. Death's Notorious Angel.
Ho. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe a friendly competition, right?
I'll just leave it at Death's Notorious Angel.
Okay, that's fine. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up. A huge thank you to you, Cameron Bash, for coming out and being a part of the first ever interview on the Hunter Report.
It's been a great interview. And it's been an honor to be on the very first one.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this interview. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. It really helps us out. Also, if you want to, leave a comment saying what you thought about this video. You can even subscribe. This way, you'll be the first to know when more content like this comes out. Thanks for watching.